third place wins first place, game over, and the Aretha girl doesn't get the $2,000. But, the Aretha girl, she did Aretha perfectly. I just don't I would change it to you have to have 3 separate artists. You can't, just pick one artist, because some people are really good at doing one artist, but that's it. But if you're in a contest and you're calling it the Tournament of Champions, these people need range. And the girl who got third place, the one thing that I'm giving her a lot of credit for is she went each round, she topped herself as far as song quality and vocal range. And by the third round, when it was the big gun, she broke out and she did great. And she showed her showmanship. She came up right to the judges' table there and sang right to us. And it was incredible. And I was like, she should win. And because vote total guy only gave her 17, 18, 19 points, it was under 20, instead of giving her a 50, which would have been mediocre at best. Outside of that, I had a great time last night, folks. I really did. It was fun. Totally fun. And I think they might need to change the rules just a little bit to accommodate for the people who play dirty. That's all. No, they wouldn't even have made the final 10 if they would have just voted normally. If they would have just voted normally, because nobody else voted that low. The whole competition, everybody, the lowest totals, and there were some bad people, and they got totals of 35 or 40, but they were bad. Just have to find ways around the people who are gonna bend the rules as far as they can. We got to take our first time out, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you're enjoying this random show here. I don't know what we're going to talk about all night. We might get to your phone calls. Lots in the news. So stay tuned. We'll be right back. Hey, Uncle Shady, where are they going? Hey, you, get back here. The John LeBang Show will be right back. Does your house need a paint job, but you don't want to do it? Then call Tom at Quality One Painting. He can handle all of your interior and exterior painting needs. He gives free estimates and senior discounts. Call Tom at Quality One. 313-982-2986. That's 313-982-2986. Quality One Painting.
You're listening to the John LeBang Show.
And it's so much fun. Why you keep talking? Oh, am I not supposed to? No. Oh, back to John.
Thanks for allowing me to indulge myself that first segment there. It's my show. I can indulge myself all I want, right? What did Tony Stark say? You can be sure that I will pleasure myself. Oh, Lord. If you didn't see my little press conference with Wrecking Crew and the other tribute bands there, the Jovi and the Fallen Angel Band, because they're having a big gig coming up at the Emerald Theater, go to my Facebook page at John LeBang and look that up and check it out. It was a good hour long. We had a great time. That was out at the Emerald Theater. We were in their upstairs bar. We have kind of a lounge area. And that was pretty cool as well. So it's been an eventful week for the Banger. Usually the Banger don't do a whole hell of a lot. And this week, at least the past, 10 days have been pretty exciting. In fact, it went really quick, and it was nice to take a nice drive. I used to do that a great deal when I was younger. Although I had a dog at the time, and that would be one of the things we would do, is I'd take the dog somewhere, and we'd go somewhere, and then we'd go for a little hike or something. But I don't do as much driving as I used to, and it's a great way of escaping. The traffic wasn't bad, so it was a nice, easy drive. And it was a fun time. So I'm going to have to do a little bit more of that. There's a big plan coming up to do that, and I think I got to head out west at some point to do some driving travel. So that should be interesting, but we'll get to that one day if we're going to ever talk about that. So as you can see, I got the Banger Cam over here because we're on Banger Cam 3 today. If you're still watching, I may run this the whole show. You know, I look really tired. So, hey, you guys in the comment section or the chat room, make fun of the way I look. Tell me, John, you look terrible. And that's because I think I'm only on 3 hours of sleep, maybe 4 hours of sleep. No, not even. Because it took me, I got home at about 1:30, and it took me like 40 minutes to decompress after the drive because it was an hour and 20 minutes or whatever. Plus the long evening, you just want to wind down a little bit. And then I was up at like 5:30 because you got to prep for the show. And there's so much to talk about. It's just awful. What a horrible week in the news. The New Zealand thing is just... I guess if you look at it, we were probably due for some kind of thing like this. The stabbing attacks in the United Kingdom were eventually going to be overshadowed by some maniac with a gun. Can you imagine? And this is what I am most concerned with because I can't understand it. I guess you can, Mr. Zuckerberg, if you want to chime in and let me know how this happened and how it doesn't happen for me. Because I can guarantee you I'm not going to get, with my live stream video on Facebook, the amount of people watching me as the shooter apparently did. Can you imagine? Live running around, poo everybody. I mean, it's awful. The original total was 49 people dead. But Facebook will allow a video like this to play, and there's no oversight to this. It's allowed to run and do whatever, and the whole world can see this guy on a rampage, and he can be the star for 15 minutes. He's going to be that for a little longer. Yet, other videos can't get in feeds. Other videos, 29, 30 views. What is the criteria? What kind of tags? Mr. Zuckerberg, I'm just asking you as a Facebook user, and I want to improve my experience. How do I get views in this amount? Because I don't really want to have that kind of content on my channel. I'm just saying. That's not something I'm going for. I prefer to do something non-violent. And I'm hoping that you, as a platform and the leader of the platform, can explain to me why so many views of this video were out there. How it was even allowed to get this many views. Yet a poor schlub like me, 20, 30, 40, 50 views, maybe if I'm lucky. So is he using good? I don't know the tags he's using. Is it the content? Because that's something. If Facebook is allowing this to slip through, somehow just slip through. 49 people dead originally. They've recently changed that to 50, but 49, 4, and 9. Think about it. The people who've been listening a long time know what I'm talking about. Think about it. But this guy's allowed to stream on Facebook. No oversight. It goes out there. People can watch it. I've heard people talk about, I watched the video. I'm not interested. Maybe there's something wrong with me, but I'm not interested in watching a live gunman go around shooting people in New Zealand. It's just not a thing of mine. I did not enjoy watching the World Trade Center come crumbling down. It wasn't cool. Now, if you're doing it for research purposes, that's one thing. If you're trying to understand the mindset of the guy, I don't know what you're going to glean from all that video. But I know most people who watched that were in shock and awe. Just sitting there. What the hell's going on? Is this live? Is this real? Can you imagine? I mean, I wasn't one of those people that were watching it live as it happened. If you are out there, if anybody's out there listening, and they were watching this live, what compelled you to watch it? Because if we're going to watch these videos, more people are going to do this crap. Just saying. Just saying. I mean, if they're going to be stars, so, we've seen articles recently. Young people, mental health. There's so much mental health. People are on all kinds of pharmaceuticals. All kinds. There's so many people not right in the head. If they think they can get their 15 minutes of fame by doing some kind of crazy act like this, they might just go and do it. If it's not something worse, like, well, it's ironic that Facebook streamed this live when they just talked about them wanting to do mind control through Facebook. I've got an article, and you can go to my website, www.jlebang.com, and check that article out. But yeah, Facebook wants to use mind control. Here's the article for you, just so you know. It's from Nadeem Connor. Zuckerberg wants Facebook to build a mind-reading machine. Mind reading. If you can read the mind, you most likely can control the mind. And where do they get these ideas from? Well, I don't know. Some people out there, if they've done their research, I mean, some of the people that have done their research, let me be more clear, we've got to clarify. The people that have done their research kind of think Facebook is maybe either CIA or NSA based. It sure has ties there. Some of the people who are involved there might have some backgrounds that are linked, connected. If we're going to draw conclusions from a dossier from Mr. Steele with circumstantial evidence or made up evidence, I don't know what kind of evidence, that makes one guy guilty for collusion, for working with the Russians, then why don't we use the same scrutiny on the Facebooks for doing that? And the CIAs and the FBIs. The FBI, you know how many times the FBI has known about one of these assassins, murderers, killers, miscreants? What do you call these people anymore? And with this culture and the social media that somehow allows videos like this to get mega views, why wasn't this video shut down within minutes? After the first... some people will say, well, it will give us perspective on the killer. It will. It give us perspective on the killer. Maybe we could learn something from them. Yeah. There's crazy people. That's what we learn. There's a lot of crazy people. Of course, they're talking about gun laws now. The leader of the country talk about changing gun laws. Well, I went to find out gun laws in New Zealand to see if they change the law, if they can do anything to stop this kind of guy. And under New Zealand law, some lawful, proper, and sufficient purpose is needed to use, discharge, or carry any firearm, air gun, or similar weapon. So wait a minute. So they have a law in place that says you have to lawfully, you have to be law-abiding on how you discharge your weapon, how you carry it, what kind of weapon, so on and so forth. This guy wasn't abiding by the law at all. And other nut jobs are not going to abide by the law. The law sounds good to me. Already on the books, law sounds good to me. You can't kill anybody with a gun unless they're trying.